Welcome to Online Fulfillment. Online ordering is one way to serve our youth statewide to get them the materials they need. We will be going through the process and some tips and tricks. Let's start with Dynamics. Dynamics is the database we will be using to process requests and view eligibility. If you do not have access to Dynamics, now would be a good time to reach out to management. A quick tip: it's recommended to have 2 tabs open with Dynamics, as you'll likely be going between the order and youth accounts. When you first open the store request, you'll look for a queue titled Received, which can be found by scrolling down. These are the most recently placed orders by youth. Here you will see the order number, the date it was placed, the request type, and more, including the youth and caregiver names, which have been removed to protect confidentiality. You can also use the search bar here to look up youth by name. Let's click into an order. The first thing you'll note are the order numbers at the top and under the request ID. The order status defaults to received but can be changed to troubleshooting if you run into any issues, or fulfilled once the order has been shopped and shipped. You'll also see program enrollment ID and participant, which should be filled in to match orders to youth accounts. Often, if the date of birth is incorrect or name is spelled wrong, the PEID will not populate. We can correct this by checking the youth's eligibility. We will also check caregiver information to make sure it's current. The Notes field is used by staff and volunteers for issues and updates. Here's an example of staff notes. Always include your initials and the date in any notes. Let's take a look at youth eligibility. When clicking on Participant or searching a youth, you will open their Dynamics account, which has their name, birthday, and contact information. Here's where you can check for their birthday. You'll then go to Program Enrollments at the top of the page. Take note of the eligibility notes, ineligible youth, and ineligibility last reviewed fields. Our intake team updates this regularly, so we know which youth are eligible for our programs, but you can always reach out to them for questions. When you scroll down, you'll see a field titled All Program Enrollments. Change this to Active Program Enrollments. This will show all the programs the youth is currently enrolled in for the program year. If the Treehouse store is not listed, the youth does not have a current store enrollment and will need to have an exception made and a referral submitted. Unless the youth is enrolled in Grad Success or Launch Success. To open an exception enrollment, click New Program Enrollment and fill in the Treehouse store with today's date. Hit Save and Close. Keep in mind, youth are only allowed 1 exception per program year. Opening an enrollment will allow you to check the youth into the Treehouse app so their order can be shopped. As a note, orders that require an exception enrollment should be placed in troubleshooting and include the notes so that staff can submit referral requests. You can still print and process them. Now we are ready to print their order. Go back to their order and scroll down to make sure their participant name and PEID number are filled in by typing their name into both fields. Then in the top toolbar, click Word Templates and choose the template that corresponds with the order type. A Word document will open with the order for you to print. Enable editing if needed and remove the youth and/or caregiver's last names. Insert the age, which can be found on their account, and their checkout ID and visits left, which can be found when checking them into the Treehouse app. Then, click Print to the Lexmark Fulfillment Printer and congrats! You've just printed an order. Now it's ready to be shopped and shipped. Thank you for taking the time to review this refresher. Your work makes all the difference. If you have any questions, reach out to any staff member for help.